I want to commend you, Chairman Rockefeller and Senator Blumenthal, for your leadership in convening this hearing on this important issue. And I want to thank you for allowing me to make a statement. 10 years ago, most of the people in this room would have never heard of an energy drink. Well, times have changed. By some estimates, the sale of energy drinks has risen by 60% over the past 5 years. Energy drinks are now a common fixture in grocery stores, vending machines, and convenience stores. I would really challenge anybody in this room to go to their favorite gas station and stand at the cash register, and if you cannot reach an energy drink as you stand there, I'll be shocked. Throughout Illinois, whether it's Chicago or Springfield, they are as close to the register, as close to the consumer as possible. And as the sale of energy drinks has grown, so has the alarming evidence that they pose potential health risk, and the energy drink market has grown to its current size because it is marketing to children and adolescents. Scientific studies have concluded that consuming large amounts of caffeine can have serious health risks such as seizures, heart arrhythmias, and in some cases death. In our audience today is Wendy Crossland. She is the mother of a 14-year-old, Aeneas Fournier, who died in Maryland after consuming 2 24-ounce cans of Monster energy drink. I met with Mrs. Crossland. It's a heartbreaking story. Scientific studies have concluded that consuming these drinks are dangerous. Organizations committed to the well-being of children and adolescents, such as the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Medical Association, the National Federation of State High School Associations, and the NCAA, discourage kids from drinking energy drinks. In fact, the American Academy of Pediatrics stated that energy drinks have no place in the diet of children and adolescents. A recent article in an official AAP journal said, quote, "Given the unknown levels of caffeine and other poorly studied additives in energy drinks, there is significant risk associated with energy drink consumption and may outweigh the benefits in the adolescent consumer." Warnings from AAP are echoed by a recent SAMHSA study, which found that between 2007 and 2011, emergency room visits related to the consumption of energy drinks doubled from 10,000 to 20,000. In the first 6 months of this year, the American Association of Poison Control Centers, in the first 6 months, have already received 1,575 reports related to energy drinks. 988 of those reports, over half, involve children under the age of 18. Many of the health concerns about energy drinks are due to their high levels of caffeine and ingredients that act as stimulants. The FDA currently limits the level of caffeine in a soda to no more than 71 milligrams of caffeine in a 12-ounce can. Compare that to 240 milligrams of caffeine in a 24-ounce can of Monster Energy. But as we all know, most energy drinks are not sold in 12-ounce cans. They're sold in 16, 24, even 32-ounce containers. These are two, Monster and Rockstar. 24-ounce cans. Just one of these cans contains 240 milligrams of caffeine. These cans are sold in convenience stores right next to the Gatorade and soft drinks. But just one of these cans contains the same amount of caffeine as almost 7 cans of soda, which we have displayed here on the table. They each contain 35 milligrams apiece. They're restricted and regulated in terms of what they can contain. But this one can contains more caffeine and is for sale right next to them. Keep in mind that some adolescents consume more than one energy drink in a 24-hour period, and that each of these drinks contain not only caffeine, but additives and stimulants such as guarana and ginseng. I was reading the ingredients on this Monster label while we're getting ready for this hearing. Contains both of the things I just noted. Although many of these ingredients have been used for years, energy drinks combine them in new ways and at higher doses. On top of that, energy drink companies urge people to, quote, chug down, throw it back, pound it down when it comes to their products, and to consume them before, during, or after physical activity to enhance performance. As a result, younger and younger people in America are exposed to higher and higher levels of stimulants in a short window of time and in new ways compared to how people have traditionally consumed caffeinated hot drinks or beverages. Now let's get to the issue of marketing. Across the board, makers of energy drinks say consistently that they do not market their products to children, Senator. But then you hear about the samples of energy drinks being distributed where teens hang out, sporting events, concerts, local parks, even SAT prep courses. You can go to their websites and see that energy drink makers sponsor athletes as young as 10 years of age. You can't see this cover from where you're sitting, but this is a publication up here called Red Bulletin, put out by Red Bull, that makes some of these energy drinks. They're insisting to us they don't market to children. Take a look at that cover. That's a 12-year-old boy on that cover. Enzo Lopez is a motocross athlete. He's been signed by Red Bull to promote their product. Do you think that he appeals to older people? He appeals to kids his own age. That's what it's all about. Some of us, Senator Blumenthal, now Senator Markey, even Senator Rockefeller, we were all veterans of the tobacco wars, fought in different theaters, but we were fighting in that same war. Remember when the tobacco companies used to tell us, oh, we're not interested in kids? We knew better. We knew if they could get them hooked early on, it would become an addiction and one hard to break. We're getting the same runaround from these energy drink companies. They are openly advertising to kids and denying it. Companies use highly effective tools to reach kids: video games on their websites, social media, flashy ads, and claims to increase attention, stamina, and help with hydration and building muscle. Contrary to industry claims that they don't market to children, we can see they do, and sadly, it's working. According to a 2011 study, 35%, 1 out of 3, 8th graders recently consumed energy drinks, and 18% drank more than one a day. Here's a photo from an event sponsored by Monster Energy as part of the Monster Army Recon Tour. I think you can see that up there, which moves across the country to identify talented athletes, including children under the age of 12. This photo features kids as young as 7 years of age who won the local competition that was sponsored by this company, this Monster beverage company. It's hard to believe the claims of Monster, Red Bull, and Rockstar that they don't market to children, and look at the obvious marketing that's going on right now. When energy drink makers say they don't market to children, maybe they mean they don't market to kids under 12. This image clearly suggests marketing to children, but I want to make a separate point. I'm also deeply concerned about marketing to adolescents between the ages of 12 and 18. I've been through this battle before. We talked about tobacco. I've been through this battle with ephedra when a 16-year-old kid in Lincoln, Illinois, wanted to get fired up for a high school football game, went to his local gas station and bought some of these stimulant pills, energy pills. Poor kid died from just taking pills that you could buy over the counter at a gas station that contained that chemical. These companies know what they're doing. They've got kids with disposable income who are swayed by advertising and can get hooked on their product. Public health experts across the country have stated concerns about the health risks of highly caffeinated beverages for adolescents. Last month, the AMA adopted a policy supporting a ban on the marketing of energy drinks to adolescents under the age of 18. Now, I've joined with Senators Blumenthal and Markey to urge energy drink makers to adopt policies prohibiting marketing to adolescents up to the age of 18. This hearing provides an important opportunity to discuss health and marketing when it comes to these energy drinks and kids. I look forward to working with you in the public health community and even the industry, the responsible elements in this industry, to take the necessary steps to protect our children and adolescents. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.